Today we'll be talking about Chatot. Its previous BYC dates are May 12th, 1997, March 2nd, 2000, December 22nd, 2002, October 12th, 2005, August 2nd, 2008, May 24th, 2011, March 14th, 2014, January 2nd, 2017, October 24th, 2019, and August 14th, 2022. I most know Chatot from My Pokémon Ranch. I also know it from Pokepark Wii Pikachu's Adventure. I love its design. I think the idea of incorporating musical elements into a parrot Pokemon is clever. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we're talking about Chatot, the music note Pokemon, whose number is 0441. This is what it looks like. Its type is normal flying, abilities, keen eye or tangled feet. Big Pecs is its hidden ability. Gender ratios, 50-50. Catch rate is 30 or 8.8%. Breeding is egg group flying, hatch time 20 cycles. Height is 1 foot 8 or 0.5 meters. Weight is 4.2 pounds or 1.9 kilograms. Basic experience yield is 107 in Gen 4 and 144 in 5+. Leveling rate is medium slow. EV yield is 1 in attack. Shape is that, footprint is that. Pokedex color is black and base friendship is 35. Chatot is a dual type normal / flying Pokemon introduced in Gen 4. It's not known to evolve into or from any other Pokemon. Biology, Chatot is an avian Pokemon similar to a parakeet. Its head is black and resembles an eighth note, while its back tail resembles a metronome. Its plumage is brightly colored with blue wings, a yellow chest and feet, a green stomach, and a pink hooked beak and eyelids. Additionally, there is a ruff of white feathers around its neck. This Pokemon's tongue is similar to a human's, allowing it to imitate human speech. Chatot is also able to mimic the cries of other Pokemon and uses this ability as a defense mechanism. Chatot uses the sounds it has learned and arranges them into its own melody, and flicks its tail to keep a rhythm. Chatot are even capable of understanding the meaning of the words they mimic, the older and more experienced they become. It is diurnal and lives along bodies of water. Chatot is the only Pokemon capable of learning the move Chatter. Game data, NPC appearances, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Time, and Explorers of Darkness. Chatot is Wigglytuff's assistant in the Wigglytuff Guild. Pokepark Wii Pikachu's Adventure. Chatot is the Pokepark guide, guiding Pikachu around Pokepark while providing advice and tutorials. Pokedex entries. In Gen 4 and Diamond, it can learn and speak human words. If they gather, they all learn the same thing. Pearl, it keeps rhythm by flicking its tail feathers like a metronome. It imitates human speech. Platinum, its tongue is just like a human's. As a result, it can cleverly mimic human speech. Heart Gold and Soul Silver, it mimics the cries of other Pokemon to trick them into thinking it's one of them. This way, they won't attack it. The Gen 5 Pokedex entries are Platinum's entry. In Gen 6, X is Heart Gold and Soul Silver's entry. Y is Diamond's entry. Omega Ruby is Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and X's entry. Alpha Sapphire is Diamond and Y's entry. In Gen 8, Brilliant Diamond, they can learn and speak human words. If they gather, they all learn the same thing. Shining Pearl, it keeps rhythm by flicking its tail feathers like a metronome. It also imitates human speech. Legends Arceus, a versatile performer skilled in the imitation of human speech. It is said that older, more experienced Chatot can even understand the meaning of the words they mimic. Game locations, side game locations, and events. Held items in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. It has the metronome 5% of the time, and the Lepa Berry as an in-game trade 100% of the time. In Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black 2, White 2, X, Y, Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire, it has the metronome 5% of the time. In Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, it has the metronome 5% of the time, and the Lepa Berry as an in-game trade 100% of the time. In Legends Arceus, normal, it has the plump beans 35% of the time, spoiled apricorn 15% of the time, and grid items by level. Alpha EXP Candy M 100% of the time, Seed of Mastery 20% of the time, and grid items by level. I still don't know how the math works. Stats, base stats, HP 76, attack 65, defense 45, special attack 92, special defense 42, speed 91 for a total of 411. Pokeathlon stats, type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, fighting, flying, poison, steel, fire, water, psychic, dragon, dark, and fairy. Weak to rock, electric, and ice all for double, immune to ground and ghost, resistant to bug and grass for half. Notes, if this Pokemon is given a ring target, the effectiveness of Ghost-type moves is 1. So it go from 0 to 1. If Gravity is in effect, this Pokemon is given an Iron Ball or a ring target, or is affected by Smackdown or Ingrain, the effectiveness of Ground-type moves is 1. So go from 0 to 1. Learn set by leveling up in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. 1. Hyper Voice, Chatter, Confide, and Taunt. 5. Peck, 9. Growl, 13. Sing, 17. Fury Attack, 21. Chatter, again. 25. Taunt, 29. Round, 33. Mimic, 37. Echoed Voice, 41. Roost, 45. Uproar, 49. Parting Shot, 50 Feather Dance, and 57 Hyper Voice. Again. In Legends Arceus, at level 1, it learns Gust, and masters it at 10. At 6, it learns Swift and masters it at 15. At 11, it learns Air Cutter and masters it at 20. At 18, it learns Roost and masters it at 28. At 25, it learns Air Slash and masters it at 35. At 30, it learns Mimic and apparently doesn't master it. At 34, it learns Nasty Plot and masters it at 45. At 43, it learns Play Rough and masters it at 54. And at 52, it learns Hurricane and masters it at 64. By TM, TM 10 Workup, 11 Sunny Day, 12 Taunt, 17 Protect, 18 Rain Dance, 32 Double Team, 40 Aerial Ace, 41 Torment, 42 Facade, 44 Rest, 45 Attract, 46 Thief, 47 Steel Wing, 51 Roost, 58 Endure, 63 Nasty Plot, 82 Sleep Talk, 87 Swagger, 88 Pluck, 89 U-Turn, 90 Substitute, 94 Fly, and 97 Defog. By breeding, this group gives it Agility, this group gives it Air Cutter, this group gives it Boom Burst, Chatot gives it Encore. So this symbol means that it was bred through a Pokemon that already knew it from an earlier generation that was transferred into Gen 8. This group gives it Nightshade, and this group gives it Supersonic. By tutoring, there's nothing in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Legends Arceus, it can get Aerial Ace, Ominous Wind, Play Rough, Power Shift, Rest, Snarl, and Swift. TCG only moves. Me First on this card, and Quick Attack on this card. Side game data, you got all this. Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Olmia, and the browser entry. It uses sounds to attack. Guardian Signs, it causes twisters around itself. Got all this. Pokepark Wii, Pikachu's Adventure, and the Pokepark Pad entry. Do you remember meeting Chatot at the Pokepark entrance? He's the Pokepark guide. Talk to him and he'll explain many things. Got all this. Evolution data's just Chatot. Sprites here, so a lot darker colors, and its eyes, a lot more simplified, and like the eyelids are white instead of pink, like the beak is. That's interesting. The shiny, it's got blue head, red feathers, yellow beak, blue for the belly. Interesting. Platinum, it has the pink eyelids, and probably in a different pose, I think. It probably changes the design a little bit as well. And then, so that becomes then yellow eyelids for the shiny. In Gen 5, you get the full back sprites. In Gen 6, you get the models. Pretty good adaptation. Yeah. And the modern colors as well. Yeah, you can see a lot more of its body, like the actual, like the butt, like, yeah, because it's a lot, like, I don't know, they make it a lot taller. That's interesting. Not really much changes in Gen 7. In Gen 8, you get the models in this game. In Homes, you get these models. Other sprites, Bebop in Pokemon Super Contests, and Tweety in Pokemon Super Contests. So these are probably NPC Pokemon in Pokemon Super Contests. In animation, Chatot in Pokemon the series, Sun and Moon. You got all these. Pokedex entries in Advanced Generation, episode 184, and Maze Pokedex. Chatot, the music Pokemon! Incorrect should have said music note Pokemon. It copies whatever sounds it hears and arranges them into its own melody. In Diamond or Pearl, episode 115, in Dawn's Pokedex. Chatot, the music note Pokemon. It hears words and then mimics them. Got all this. In the manga, Chatot in Pokemon Adventures, it's in color here, and you can see the inside of its wings. Chatot in Pocket Monsters, DP, so you got all this. In the TCG, trivia, prior to Gen 6, Chatot was the only Pokemon whose cry is not altered when it faints or is sent out with a status condition. Despite having significantly higher special attack and speed stats, Chatot awards EV points in attack. In Gen 4, a person in Eterna City will trade a Chatot in return for a Weasel, and the Chatot's nickname is Cherap, a mixture of its English and Japanese names. If this Pokemon was obtained in an English language version of Diamond or Pearl, it is erroneously listed as Japanese, which can be seen in any game starting with Pokemon Platinum, Heart Gold, or Soul Silver. Chatot is the only Pokemon that is not legendary or mythical to be banned from Gen 5's Global Battle Union. This is likely due to Chatot's signature move Chatter and its ability to play pre-recorded audio, which can be abused to play vulgar words and phrases. This vulnerability is also presumably the reason for the move's ability to play pre-recorded audio being removed starting with Gen 6. Origin, Chatot appears to be based on a parrot, specifically a masked lovebird, a species of small parrot. It also resembles a blue and yellow macaw, with the head crest of some cockatiel and cockatoo species. Its head looks like an eighth note, and its tail resembles a metronome, what may allude to the musical nature of birds, especially parrots that are able to imitate human speech. Additionally, its white neck feathers resemble a collar. Name origin, Chatot may be a combination of chat and parrot. Parap may be a combination of para, fluently chatty, parrot, and rap. in other languages, related articles, external links. Let's move on. Now let's watch Chatot's first scene in the anime. Oh, wait, we can't. It first appears in Pikachu's Ocean Adventure. Instead, let's watch Chatot's first scene in his second appearance in the anime. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching Pokemon Ranger and the Temple of the Sea. In this film, there's been a strange orb that's been going around the sea, and we've just seen this strange submarine, and we've just been introduced to this pirate captain.
Distance to target.
There's the
50,
there's
40, 30.
There's the egg.
Recover now!
Roger.
Recover now! Now!
That is Chatot's first scene in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's talk about the TCG. I have 2 Chatot cards. We'll talk about the older one first. It's the first Chatot card design. It was illustrated by Ken Sugimori. While it is just the official image on a background, that background was perfect for making it appear as if Chatot is standing on the branch. It has 60 HP, is 1 foot 8 and 4.2 pounds. It has 2 moves, Me First and Tone Deaf. In the video games, Me First is a normal type status move, kind of, introduced in Gen 4. If the opponent Pokemon has selected a damage-dealing move and hasn't made its move, Me First copies that move and hits back with 50% more power. It takes priority and almost always hits. On this card, it costs 1 of any energy and the player draws a card. Tone Deaf isn't a move in the video games. On this card, it costs 1 of any energy and hits for 10 damage. Upon a successful coin flip, the opponent's Pokemon is now confused. Chatot is weak to lightning for plus 10 damage, which mimics its weakness to electric in the video games. It's resistant to fighting for minus 20 damage, which is odd since it isn't resistant to fighting in the video games. However, it might be based on its immunity to ground. Ground is often classified as fighting in the TCG. In the video games, it costs 1 of any energy for Chatot to retreat. In the bottom right corner, there's the Diamond and Pearl expansion symbol. Its description reads, "It can learn and speak human words. If they gather, they all learn the same saying." This is the Pokedex entry in Pokemon Diamond Y and Alpha Sapphire. It's level 27. The second card is the 10th Chatot card design. It was illustrated by Ryoma Yoratsuka, an illustrator for the TCG who began in 2019 and has continued to this day as of May 30th, 2025. I love the art style of the image and that you can see it walking on the street. I also love that you get to see the inside of its wing. It has 70 HP, 10 more HP than the other Chatot. This Chatot shares its height, weight, retreat cost, and description with the other Chatot card. This Chatot has 1 move, Glide, which isn't a move in the video games, and 1 ability, Lucky Match. On this card, Lucky Match is an ability that, when the player puts this Pokemon card on their bench from their hand, allows them to flip a coin, which upon getting heads, allows 1 of their discarded supporter cards to be returned to their hand. On this card, Glide costs 2 of any energy, and hits for 30 damage. It's weak to lightning for double damage, which mirrors its weakness to electric in the video games. It's resistant to fighting for minus 30 damage. In the bottom left corner, there's the Rebel Clash expansion symbol. Next to it, there's the D mark, meaning it could no longer be used in tournaments starting April 14th, 2023. I have a Spiritomb card, so we'll talk about it tomorrow. Now let's see why other people love Chatot. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Now we set in fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until we find an image that doesn't contain a Chatot. This is Chatot by Susiron. So we've got this nice, maybe a little bit more realistic design, but not like stylized, texturized Chatot here. Very well done. Then we've got Chatot is happy to see you today by Secret Colors. So I'm a little angry, but I don't know. It's supposed to be, it's happy face, I don't know. Seems to be from, it says 2025, I think. That's fun. It's a newer image. This is Pokemon J Dynasty 069 Symphono by R. James the V. So it's actually the second image that has the Chatot, so I'll do this. So this is Symphonio, Conductor Pokemon. Height is 3'5", 38.05 pounds. Abilities are Keen Eye and Tangled Feet. Concerto's its hidden ability. Raises its special attack stat by 2 if sound-based moves are used twice consecutively. So you got normal flying, this is what a shine looks like. A Symphonio will mimic a Pokemon's cry in despair. And if a trainer comes to check it out, this Pokemon will instead perform a song. Turns out they only want audience and attention. You see its height compared to the human. Got all these stats. HP 96, attack 75, defense 65, speed 100, special defense 62, and special attack 102. So it's a Chatot and then evolves into Symphonio through high friendship. Yes, very well done. And we've got Chatot by Hitsuji02. So Chatot, yeah, that's very nice Chatot image. Very well done. And we've got Did You Want to Talk by Introvert Nachos. So we've got Chatot and the giant Wigglytuff. That's fun. I think it's from 2025. That's fun. Then we've got A Calm Moment by Soltori. So we got Chatot and Wigglytuff eating apples. That's nice. Very well done. And we've got Chatot by Hot Tub USA. So this nice Chatot image and this is singing in this tree. Yeah, very well done. And we've got Chatot by Pink Jeremy. This nice unique angle of Chatot here, flying, I guess. Very well done. Then we've got Chatot by H3M0 Site 3. So yeah, you got this nice kind of stylized image of Chatot here. Very well done. Then we've got Wigglytuff and Chatot by Sword Ukok. So this interesting image of Chatot and Wigglytuff here. Yeah. And we've got Pokemon J Destiny 068 Chatot by R. James the V. So we've got Chatot, normal flying. So Chatot, normal flying, category music note Pokemon, height 1 foot 8, weight 4.02 pounds. Abilities are Keen Eye and Tangled Feet. Hidden ability Big Pecs prevents the Pokemon from having its defense stat lowered. See the shiny. It can imitate human speech and uses it to communicate to their trainer. Older Chatot can even understand the meaning of the words they mimic. Yeah, compared to a human, HP 76, attack 65, defense 45, speed 91, special defense 42, and special attack 92. We got Chatot, high friendship, and then the mysterious Pokemon, but we already know about that one. I presume they released this before they released their fan evolution. This is a text post, so move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I'll be streaming tonight at 9 p.m. CET, Central Daylight Time. But we're trying to get Mudkip, Cosplay Pikachu, Beldum, and Camerupt, Catch Kakuna, Pidgeotto, Graveler Onyx, Seadra Scyther, Sableye Sharpedo, Swablu Snowrunt, Bacon Kyogre, Groudon Rayquaza, Deoxys Baneri, and 2 Slowpoke and Clamperl. Evolve, Trico all the way to Sceptile, Mudkip all the way to Swampert, Kakuna into Beedrill, Pidgeotto into Pidgeot, Graveler into Golem, Onyx into Steelix, Seadra into Kingdra, Scyther into Scizor, Swablu into Altaria, Snowrunt into Glalie, Bagon all the way to Salamence, Beldum all the way to Metagross, Baneri into Lopunny, 1 Slowpoke into Slowbro, the other Slowpoke into Slowking, 1 Clamperl into Huntail, and the other Clamperl into Gorbis, a Mega Evolve Sceptile, Swampert, Beedrill, Pidgeot Slowbro, Steelix, Sableye, Sharpedo, Camerupt, Altaria, Glalie, Salamence Metagross, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, and Lopunny. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Spiritomb. As always, this isn't my proper outfit, you'll see me tomorrow.